group of students into Virabhadrasana 2. I know that after about 2-3 breaths, the first signs are going to show. Like the lines are going to that there's intensity, that the lips are going to be two narrow lines, like, and the eyes are going to start staring, which is part of a sort of natural tendency we have. It's not always very clever, but it's very, very natural and spontaneous that we make ourselves hard. Please come forward. There's plenty of room in the front row. So we make ourselves hard. We sort of push through the intensity, as if we try to make ourselves numb or something. I don't know if it actually works, but it's a widespread tendency. Then the next thing that happens, and I as a teacher can't see that, but I know it happens from myself and from talking to other people, is that the first, after just a couple of breaths, the first sort of worrying thoughts start to arise, like, how long are we gonna stand here? Do I have any reason to trust this teacher? For all I know, he could be a maniac. And then after a few more breaths, it's more like, he looks away, I'm going to go out and pose. No, that would be so embarrassing if he found out. No, I'm going to stay. No, I'm going to go out. Straighten my leg a little bit. Nobody's watching. And this drama is taking place, which means that we're leaving the sort of the tangible, physical feeling and going up in a more mental state. We're leaving sort of our grounding. And then the third thing that happens is that it's like an inner flow decreases. It's like if you forget the body and you make yourself hard, at least in face, one or two things could happen. Either there's a collapse when the body is forgotten, or the body is freezing. And both things will decrease the flow of the breath, will decrease the sort of the flow of, as we say in yoga lingo, the prana flow. So for this class, this morning class, we're going to do the opposite and see what happens. So we're going to soften, we're going to ground, and we're going to let the breath flow, focus on the easy flow of the breath, and we're going to see where it takes us. So sit for a moment, tall with your head balanced nicely on top of the spine.